Alrighty, hi everyone, TBC here. Let's see if the third time is a charm. I tried doing this video now. This is, as I said, the third time. Well, anywho, I got some progress updates here for today. I am going to show you the new implementation of books that we have. I got the first one done, which is fantastic. Then I want to show you a little bit of Viridian Forest. Just a moment. Always need water when you're talking a lot. Anyway, well, first, I'm in Oak's house, so I might as well show you the books. As you'll probably have seen, in the older Pokemon games and everything, when you search books, they always give you that vague description, here, there's a lot of Pokemon books on the shelf, or, however it, says it, it's just, but it's always been very vague. It doesn't give you much, flavor. Well, when I made Gen 0 and I put the first alpha out, and I did stuff like this. A little bit more concise, gives a little bit better idea of what's going on, in the house and what books they have, or, in the area. So, it definitely, made a little bit more personality to it. Well, I want to take it a step further than that. I really loved in Skyrim and Morrowind and Oblivion that when you read a book, you read a book. It gave you a couple pages of text. It gave you stuff to actually read and really get involved in. And then there's those books that were more interactive that open up quests or increase your character's parameters and stuff. So I really liked that idea, and I wanted to do something like that myself. So, with the help of my great writer Henry here, I do have a very similar mechanic in Gen 0 now. Essentially, whenever you search a bookshelf anywhere, you'll get the option to read a book. Both Agatha and Oak will have kind of their own text when they read a book. So Agatha might say something before she reads it or after, and Sam might as well, and it'll always be a little bit different. And then sometimes they even might spur a conversation with another character or have some thoughts themselves. So, even reading the same book twice, with each character, you can get a little bit more out of. So, with that, and there will be even some that open up new possibilities, like some that will open up quests. Maybe even there might be a part of the game that's not unlockable at all until you read a book. Or there might be a book on battle, training and tips that increases all of your Pokemon's attack power by like 2. There are lots of different possibilities with this, and I really want to open them up and get you involved in the environment and the atmosphere and the world that I'm working to create for you. So here is the first book that we have implemented. This is Sam's reading of it. Essentially, each book, each time you do it, it'll tell you what you're reading in general. It'll give you the title of the book, and then it'll ask you if you want to read it. You can hit yes or no. Now, if you say no on this one, he just says maybe later, and it moves on. And then it goes in the actual book. This one is more of a joke book. I figured it'd be good first one to get off, to show you guys. I did post this on the page as well, so some of you may recognize this. But, with that though, this one's more of a kind of a funny-ish one. Not all of them will be based around humor. They will have serious ones as well. I definitely plan on, having all sorts of different tones for the different books that we have here. And, but this one I think is a good one to just start off with. When you read them, it'll go through, give you the text, and at the end it gives you the option to hit, enter spacebar or C, whatever you want to put, for the accept button, and then it goes on to the next page. I debated whether I want to add pauses on different sentences, or, little thoughts and stuff like where you'd normally have a pause when you're talking. But with that, I'm not sure if that would be necessary. So let me know your guys' thoughts on that too. Just let me know if you want me to put in pauses in that, or if it's fine just, cycling through like this. The other thing that I was debating and kind of throwing around the air is whether I wanted to put a graphic in the background when you're reading. Right now it's just a black screen, but I thought about possibly putting a picture of like a book or something like that. So, let me know your thoughts on that if you want it something more flashy or just black, or even just other colors. But yeah, so this is the end of this book, or just about. And yes, there's lots of little innuendos and whatnot here. But yeah, so this is essentially what you'll find each time you go to a bookshelf. Some might even have like 2-3 books on them, so you can even get more out of it as you go back to that bookshelf. And yeah, so there's a lot of opportunity to really get involved with the world around you and everything, and really just kind of get into what's happening around you and learn more about it, so it feels more like you're inside of like a living world rather than just going through the motions. So that's the books. Let me know your guys' thoughts on it. Comment. Let me know what you think. If you think it's really cool, if you think it's just like, oh, it's a feature, or if like you are so stoked about it. So yeah, just make sure to comment on that. This is some of the stuff from Viridian. There's these Pokemon's dead. I've gotten quite a bit of that here done. You can actually explore Viridian a fairly decent amount, and most everything is done in here. Oh yeah, I've already talked to him before. He does 2-part dialogue. So yeah, so there's that. Now we're moving on here to Viridian Forest. And I am holding in the control button so I can walk through walls and not get into battles at the moment. So just to make it a little bit quicker. So Viridian Forest is going to be a very, very difficult endeavor for both me and you guys. Essentially, I started the map, wanted to make a good maze, and I went forward with it quite a bit, and it kind of got not out of control, but it filled into more than what I was thinking. But yeah, so this is how it's going to start. It'll actually be like, the rock cave or whatever, so you actually have the darkness around you. This guy, you're not going to find him right away as I have him here, but you'll find him fairly soon. He's probably going to be one of the first trainers you fight, but he'll let you know that he can help you out if you beat him. And if you beat him, he'll say he has a Raichu next to him, so it'll actually be kind of a hard battle as well. But once you defeat him, he'll give you some dialogue like this. Yes, his Raichu is named Sparkles. And then there you go. So it'll open up that to help you see a little bit better and get through the forest. With that, it'll help you, not get as lost and everything. Different trainers will give you hints and tips on where to go, what to do. So if you're coming to a dead end and you fight a trainer, they'll probably tell you that, you found a dead end and you should go around this way or something, just to help you out a little bit more, because I know this is going to be a very difficult place here. The easiest way to put it, and what I've told people before, is that I'd say it's comparable to Mount Moon in size and frustration, maybe even a little worse. I know it's pretty early on in the game to have such a hard area, but as I've stated, I do want to make this a very difficult game. So yeah, let me know also what you guys think about the little kind of foliage shadows I have going on here. I'm not sure if I should make them a little more transparent or leave them as is, or maybe even make them a little more opaque. So definitely let me know there. And we're kind of nearing the end here. This is the pathing I have, because I'm just working on the borders right now. I'll be doing the flowers and everything later. But nearing about the end of the video, so I think I've babbled about everything that I needed to get to. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And remember too, if you ever make a video of Gen Zero or anything, definitely post it on the page. I'd love to hear, your guys' stuff, and see your videos too, and just the interaction is really cool. So definitely get that out to me if you guys have made Let's Plays or anything like that. I love to see them. And I will, I'll make sure to like and subscribe to you if you do have one. The forums are a good place to get in contact with both me and other fans. You can talk about Gen Zero or Pokemon in general, or not Pokemon at all. It's a good spot to have some community there. Um, Otherwise, keep an eye out on the Facebook page. I know I've been pretty busy lately, but I do always put updates when I have them, and I will keep you guys informed. Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching, and as always, thanks and stay tuned.